Hello, hello, hello. So today we are going to start a small introduction for GXT 3.0. So we have the empty workspace. So the basic requirement for this is when we are starting the application in the GXT 3.0 is we need one IDE where have the already GWT plugin is installed, and we need the GXT 3.0 ZAP. So for this introduction related, we require only these three things. So how we are in this video, you can see the complete the basic the flow how we are going to be creating basic GWT project. First, we need to create the one GWT sample project. Click on the new web application project. Here we need to specify the project name. We are giving the GXT 3.0. The package name is com.den, and currently we don't need the app engine, Google App Engine, so I'm going to disabling this one. Even later if you want to, the currently because we are not going to do any kind of server related operation, and we are not going to be installing our project into some other website, so currently we are using only the GWT. So once you'll here have the option is generating sample code, because this is just the simple introduction related, so I'm using the existing sample code. I'm not going to change anything, so this is finished. Here with this we have created one GWT project. Currently it's not the GXT project. Right click on this, run as web application. When you click on the run and web applications, it gives you one URL. Either you can double click on this, otherwise you can open any kind of browsers. If you double click on this, you will get some browser option. So from the browsers option, you choose the Firefox now. Whatever the browser where you have installed the browser plugin, so use that one. Currently in my machine have the GWT plugin is installed, debug plugin is installed for the Firefox, so I am using the Firefox now. So it takes time when the first time application is going to load, and later I'll tell you how can we reduce the load time. So this is just because we are not going to apply any kind of splitting and any operation for this. So this is the basic application. Here you can see one have the text box, one button. Once you'll put enter any value, so this value goes to the server and gets some message in the form of one dialog message box. So here I have sender name and the server, and this is completed. So this is the sample code which is provided by the sample project. Till now we didn't do any operation on this one. So what if I want to change this complete application into the GXT? So what I need to do is, the first basic operation is this sample application will provide you the client, server and shared the project structure. Apart from that, if I want to be retain that one, that's fine, it's not be the issue. And later when we are going to be implementing like MVP pattern, and any other pattern, but still we need these three this folder structures, package structure. So the first thing, wherever you install your, wherever you are, you unzip your GXT 3.0 project. So currently on my machine, in the workspace third party, and here I have GXT 3.04. I have the latest one. So when you're going to be extract that one, you will get one setup related .txt file. So this file will give you the idea how you need to set up your GXT 3.0 sample project. So what you need to do is you just go through, read it out completely. So there I have the two options. Either you can use the doc type and this complete, or otherwise you can use this one. So in our code, first time we'll open the GXT 3.0. Here already we specify this one, doc type HTML. So we no need to do any changes. Now the second task is, as the previous presentation I mentioned, we need to add the reset.css link. So better just directly copy this link, go to the browser. Here they specified configure inline CSS to reduce the number of recurrence. So after this you just place your link and save this file. So till that, after that you need to inherit this module into your module GXT. This is even currently, if we don't use that one, it's not be the mandatory you have to use, but because this is just intro project, so currently we don't need. What we need to do is right click on your project, go to the properties, you have the set of libraries, go to the library tab, add external jar. So when you extracting your GXT 3.0 zip, you will get one jar file. Is you get some number of jars. There are multiple jars. I'll open workspace, third party tools. Here are GXT. There are multiple jars. GXT 3.04, charts, legacy, and UI binder bridge. But you need to add only the GXT 3.0. Even in my machine, I place this jar at my desktop location, so I'm using this one. Open. After that, once I'll added this external jar, I have to add this into my project. So I selected this one. Once I'll apply to OK, this jar is added into my project. So now I am able to get my all files. Like this is my entry point class. Here you can see all the packages are from the GWT. So if I'm going to be adding my first widgets, so this is my on module. So I just need the one basic button. So here, if you are using both GWT and GXT, so that time it will provide you the two kind of things. The first option is from the com.gwt google.gwt widgets. The second one is com.sencha.gxt.widget core client, and this is the button. So this time we need to select this option. So you cannot directly select any package. You need to just confirm it. Okay, you are from which version you want to use this one. So this is the text box. I'm giving btn to this new text button, and we'll get it. I created my first button and I want to add this button to my main page. So as you already aware about this root panel dot get dot add, I'll tell you how is it the structure is. We have one HTML page. So this HTML page itself have the complete structure because this is the default package. So default like sample code. So here I have one tr td and it they are created some kind of a structure for the welcome page. For every td they are specified one id, and the entry point class, in the entry point class we have the root panel. With this instance we get the our own welcome page instance, and in there it understand only the IDs which you specified over here. So like suppose for the TD I specify this ID. With the root panel, when we'll get this get method, and when we'll pass this ID to here, and next we'll add the our specific come widget. So it will add only the specific place. So this time this button is added to this ID section. So now you have the clarity is the name field. On the name field container we are going to add our new button. So I'll save all the files which I did the changes. So currently, and for meanwhile I'm just comment these two lines because we are not using the GWT components. Currently we are using only the we because this application is related to GXT. So but this button is not from the GWT. This button is from the Sencha GXT. So I saved it, and I'm just again I'm going to restart this one because this is for the, it's not be mandatory to stop and restart again. You can use the same one, and this time when you double click on this,
The recording is stopped for this. Yeah, it's going on.
we missed to import GXT in our module.gwt.xml. So we are going to inherit that GXT module, and once we'll save this one, and here is our Java file. We given the button name is click. So once I'll save this one, and again I'm going to be start. So here our first GXT button is going to be displayed. So even you can see the difference. Prior we have the GWT button, and in this one, once we are going to over on this, we have the good theme on the button, and even we can customize this one. We can add images, and there are a lot of things which we can add with this. So this is the basic example for GXT 3.0, how we need to configure GXT 3.0. So is there any question from this?
No.
No. So in this,
No, let's give an example where the root panel is known, okay, and you're using a container like vertical panel or horizontal panel.
so here root panel is always required. We cannot remove, because the root panel is get the reference of our main HTML file. In HTML we have some different subsections. In the subsections we are placing our layouts, because like internally, like even the GWT or GXT code convert into JavaScript, and the JavaScript is loaded into the in our browsers. So this here you can see this is our main HTML file. This is also be the simple HTML. Here we are providing the links. In the JavaScript section, we have this non-cache and cache.js. What it's doing is, first it's called the non-cache, the corresponding non-cache, and non-cache internally calls the deferred binding, and the deferred binding calls on the basis of the different browser. If suppose this time I get from the Firefox, so it calls the corresponding Firefox related JS file, and that JS file is going to be loaded into the provided IDs location. So this corresponding IDs in the code I specified, this section comes on into this ID location. So everything we need to specify here. The root panel will give you the reference of this HTML, and in the root panel we need
to the panel and
yes.
add it to the root.
Yes, so we can do that. We can add one panel, and in that one I'll add this button, and we'll add into the root panel. Okay, batteries I'll directly add into this. So here you can see we created one border layout container. In the container